Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp of the Lip, and I am back with some more Nemo's War for you. We are going to jump right back in here where we left off. We are up at the European seas, and we're ready for our next turn. And unfortunately, I think our next card's probably going to be Act 2. We'll see. We're right there at it, if I remember right. And I shouldn't be counting these anyway, but let's go ahead and flip it for not Act 2. We've got one last one. All right, this is Event 78, the Galapagos. Darwinism, I'm messing that one up, is wildly regarded as a fact now, Captain. I proffered to my silent companion for comment as we sailed. Nemo did not disappoint, and yet history shows us repeatedly that humanity never evolves. Well, ain't that the damn truth? All right, so we can test and either pass or fail and gain one Nemo, or just flat out fail it. Either pass or fail. So if we pass, what is this? If we pass it, then we either pass or fail and gain one Nemo. But we gain a Nemo regardless, depending, no matter what we do, but I guess this just determines whether or not this is going to go into the deck. But okay, yeah, rolling a 7. Yeah, we'll risk the Nemo, see if we can get that going. We'll move this over, bring in our die here, and do our 2d6 roll. Come on, big money, big money, and that's a pass. That's a natty pass. A natty pass even without it. So we can bump Nemo back up, which is great. I'm always good with that. But actually, let me keep this over here because we've got to do some rolls here. And we're still down with our 2 white. Remember, I'm using my double 6 dice, which you guys can order these online. I will say again, like I said, they haven't sent me anything. They never paid me anything. I just like the dice. I think these D12s work really well instead of just using a normal D6. So these are my white dice, don't forget. And we will see where we're going to have some ships placed. I got a feeling we're going to have some enemy ships popping up this round. All right, 1 and 4. That might just be with the numbers we need not to have a ship pop up. Okay. Actually, I don't think that's going to work. I don't think that's going to work at all. Yeah, because looking at 1 here, if we put a hidden token there, they're already there. And that's filled up. The adjacent's filled up. This adjacent's filled up. Nope, right here. Central Pacific. I can still fit a hidden token there. Look at that. We can actually still get one. And 4 has one as well. Good grief. Look at this. We pop one on 4. Wow. I cannot believe we have not flipped a ship yet. I would have been expecting that. And we get ourselves 3 action points to do something this round. I guess I'll use 2 actions. I'll just move and then do a search and go that route rather than trying to spend all of them. Hold on to 1 just in case I do have a lull turn. That way it'll give me a couple options. Yeah, that's going to be the better bet because I'd like to do something else, but I'm still trying to snake as many of these treasure tokens as possible. I want to get as many as I can so I can burn them later if I need to, but still have them for the points. Because once these ships start flipping, I'm going to start gunning more towards combat rather than acquiring all the treasure. So I guess it really doesn't matter. I'll go for this mid-ocean. I guess if I go here to 3, I could still, with a couple of movements, pop all the way around the board, just depending on where I need to go. So we'll spend 1 action for that and then another to do a search action trying to gain this treasure token. All right, doing our search action like usual, risking a little crew, see if we can bump that up. Come on, give me big number. What is that? Oh, that's going to be an 8. That'll get us there, but that's going to pop us up on the notoriety track as well. That is unfortunate. we had been one more, we would have got the treasure and not had any notoriety at all. That is unfortunate, but we haven't popped up too much. So we get our token and we can search for treasure. All right, give me something good here. Something from the bottom. Let's see what we get. Looks like just another generic treasure token, but we can dump these later too if we need them. Okay, yeah, that's all the actions I'm gonna spend. I don't want to move, although I've cleared out all the treasures from this top area, and that one twice. And then I've got this, so I will probably head for this section of the ocean next to try to gain these, because there's a couple over there, but if I clear out here and then move in that direction, I can clear out those last few. But we're back around. We're down to the next turn, so we can draw, and I'm going to be very surprised if I do not get Act 2 on this draw. That means I miscounted when I was setting up the deck. So we are flipping over to, Act 2. This is unfortunate. It says, I was admiring the magnificent aspect of the ocean when Captain Nemo appeared. He did not seem to be aware of my presence and began a series of astronomical observations. Then, when he had finished, he went and leant on the cage of the watchlight and gazed abstractedly on the ocean. Cool. All right. Good for you, buddy. All right, so we got to add the dark yellow reinforcement ship group to the ship draw pile. And that should be this group over here. Yep, says Act 2. So we're going to be adding these guys to our ships. And they've got purple sides and then more, or tougher, should I say, front sides. Nothing too horrible. See, Japanese, what is that? French and something, Dutch maybe, and Spanish that we have to worry about. So we'll throw those in there, mix them up into our pile, and see. To our ship draw pool and continue with the next card. Roll 2 white dice and 1 black die to begin each placement phase. So now we are adding a black die to our rolling. Remember, for me, that's going to be represented by these dice. These are going to be my black dice. But if we roll a black die, we don't have to place for it during a lull turn. So this is actually going to help us a little bit more when we start having lull turns, because we'll have less that we have to place out on the board. All right, sure. Wait, no, I think I gotta draw a card. Do I draw a card? And continue play with the next card. Okay, yeah. Forgive me, I gotta draw one more card. I was jumping ahead here. Do one extra free round, but we'll draw our card. Let's see what we get. I need a lull turn. I need another treasure token on that adventure deck because I want to burn through some of those too. And we have another test, and it is a crew test. And that is something that I will say I heartily forget doing that a lot when I'm using my resources up here. Always try to make sure you remember to move it back once you get done risking them for whatever it is you're doing, because it is very easy to forget that you've moved that over, and then you don't want to cost yourself those resources. All right, but this is event 33. It is a shortage of air. That is a problem. How long, I ask, will the oxygen in the air tanks enable us to breathe on board? The captain looked me straight in the eye. After tomorrow, he said, the air tanks will be empty. That is a problem. All right, so it's either pass or pass, and fail and lose 1 crew, or decide now to skip this turn's action phase and you receive 0 action points. No, oh, that is horrible. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to try to pass this one. This is deadly. I do not want bad stuff to happen here. So let's pop over. Do our 2d6 roll here. Come on. Hit me good. Hit me good. Big numbers. I don't want to lose an action roll. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Hitting the pass. Hitting the pass. Perfect. Oh, yeah, I almost wish I could just take this as my turn, too. Just roll the black die and call it. Well, I'm almost putting that in there. So we don't get anything, but we do pass, and that is points. at the end of the game, which is always a good thing. Make sure we move our crew back over. Perfect. Now we need to roll. And again, look at this. 2 whites and a black. We're having to place. I guarantee you something's getting flipped this round. Unless it rolls perfectly. I would have to have like nothing but 1s and 2s for this to not cause a ship to be revealed. All right, so let's roll, see what we get. Oh, it's close. Look at that. 1, 2, and a 4. So 2 action points, which is good. All right, and let's see where we're going to be placing stuff here. Oh, guarantee this is gonna cause the ocean to be completely filled out. All right, so our 1, go there. That's the only place that I can put a 1. So 1s are now completely filled out as well. 2 can take 1 just flat out. Damn, I'm almost filling the board. 2's taken care of, and 4 actually has 1 as well because they have this adjacent spot right here they can fill. Yeah, okay. All right, look at this, man. Damn. 1, 2, 3 up there. Yeah, 3. I cannot believe I have not had to flip a ship yet. I have 2 spots on the board that don't have hidden ship tokens on them, and that is it. Every other spot on the board is completely full. So now I can definitively say, no matter what, on the next turn, I will have to flip something, unless it's a if it's a lull turn, and it's a lull turn with 2, that is the only way possible that I will not have to flip and reveal a ship on the next turn. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, well, we'll stick with what's working for us. We'll do one more round, I guess, of trying to get some more treasure tokens. That's been working really well, and it's getting us a nice little stack. I've got a little pool here of treasure tokens that I can pull out later when I need them, just in case for any of my refits. If my Nemo or crew or hull take damage, I can help boost up my rolls using some of those treasure tokens. I don't want to, but I can. And I'm thinking I might try to do some inciting later too, get some of these cubes on the board. Okay, so let's see. I can get to this ocean. I can't get down to 2, unfortunately. I can move up to 2 spaces with 1 move action. So I could go boom to boom or boom to boom. I might pop over to 1. Or no, let's stick to the smaller oceans, the little ones spread around the board, just in case the ships start flipping. And that way I can potentially, if it flips there, I can ensure that I'm just fighting a single ship. So we'll go boom, boom, right that. And then we'll spend 1 more action for another search, try to get this token. And we will spend a little crew to try to help with that. All right, let's roll. Roll big. Big, big, big. Come on, I want to hit above a 12. Again. No! Oh, snake eyes. That is horrible. That is horrible. I gotta lose 1 crew or 1 hull, and I'm not collecting any treasure. Oh, that's brutal. That is horrible. Yeah, that is just so bad. God, I can't believe that. Okay, we'll pop down a crew. Damn, that was really unfortunate. That snake eyes. Can you believe that, snake eyes? I mean, bad rolls are gonna happen. Okay, I got a little time left. I was thinking about maybe spending my last action, but we're gonna hold on to it. Yeah, we're gonna hold on to it, and we'll run 1 more quick round, and depending on how things go out, we'll see how that plays out. So that didn't work out. That was a kick in the teeth. We'll save that last one. All right, so let's draw our next card, see what we're gonna get, and it is a test, and I can't risk anything. Pass and lose 1 hull and gain either 1 Nemo or crew, or fail and suffer a number of hits equal to the higher dice result. Oh my God, this is horrible. Oh, this is horrible. The Cape Horn. The wind, waves, currents, and icebergs swirl forever west to east without land to stop them. Ned's explanation paused and his brow furrowed in thought. It's a bad place. Yeah, no kidding, it's a bad place. Man, this is horrible. The best I can hope for is to lose something. Good grief. What kind of crap is that? All right, let's do our roll. At least I only have to hit a 7, and 7 isn't too bad on a 2d6. And we got it. Good grief. God, I saw that 1 and I was pickled there for a second. So essentially, we're pretty much just going to trade because we can gain a Nemo or a crew, but we're going to lose a hull. So we'll lose the hull, but gain the crew. I'm good with that. That's not horrible, all things considered. Actually, why did I move the camera over? We're getting ready to do another roll. And we've got to see what we're going to get here. Come on. No way. I'm crossing my fingers for a lull turn with 2s. Let's see if we can get a lull turn with 2s, because that would be the coolest thing ever. Let me not forget this cards that are up here. And come on, lull turn with 2s. Let's fill the board. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, I swear to God, I actually rolled this. I swear on me, I actually rolled this. What? On my kids, I actually rolled a lull turn with 2s. The only roll I could roll and not have to reveal a ship. What are the odds? Okay, some math major, put it down in the comments and let me know what are the odds of me rolling two 2s on my white die specifically, because this makes the black die superfluous. I don't have to add a ship. And it's the only way it would work. And I'm literally digging out my last 2 tokens to fill up that ocean because it is full all across the board. Oh, and you guys can even see like the point where I was talking there was like no cuts in the video. I straight out rolled that. That is amazing. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my time playing board games. I cannot believe that happened. Wow. Okay. But I do get 1 more action point because of my special ability. So lull turns, I do get 1 action point, and I had 1. So this gives us a chance now that we can actually try to get that treasure again. And now I can't believe this. Every hidden token is on the board, spread across the board. That is the coolest thing without having to flip a ship. I have never seen that happen ever. I know you guys are like, oh my God, it's not that big of a deal. And I was like, wow, that is a huge deal. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. So cool. All right, so let's grab these up. Let's roll, see what we're gonna get for our search. Come on, let me spend my action point here. Come on, big money, big pass. Was that 7? 7's a pass with notoriety. That is bad. Let's grab ourselves a treasure token. I think I already bumped up my notoriety. And let's get this covered here. All right, we got a retain, which I like because I like having the extra ability. Throw it away for up to 2 salvage or keep for 5. Okay, this 100% we're going to use, because with that, I can use 1 salvage and get an upgrade, or a couple salvage to get one of the others. All right, and just to show you guys real quick, these are the upgrades that I drew earlier on before we started the game. I don't remember if I showed them, but just to show it real quick, we've got reinforced armor, which is going to cost us 4 salvage, +1 die roll modifier to all attack rolls. Double hull, which is 3. This is kind of what I was looking at. Gain an additional 1 die roll modifier when exerting your hull resource, which means all of those 2s now become 3s and all of 1s become 2s, which is just huge. Plus, it also will ignore all 6 results when rolling to apply damage to the Nautilus. that's pretty powerful. It creates one of my resources is now just huge. So one more salvage and I could get this. Strengthened prow, die roll modifier for non-torpedo attacks, and the war room. For any 2d6 combat, whether you are attacking or attacked or attacking, or insight roll, after rolling, you may change one die results roll to a 2. And I think the purpose of this has to do with combat. The amount of damage it does to you depends on the die roll, and 2 is one of the better numbers that you can get. It causes the least amount of hits to you. So that is a potential as well. But right now I am definitely looking at that doubled hull, because that gives me a consistent die roll modifier to my hull resource, which is huge. If I can keep my hull topped off, then that's another one that's giving me +3 pretty well across the board, at least if I don't take a couple of damage to it. But still, even taking a +2 is huge. Just adding that +1 to all those die roll modifiers, I think that will come in handy big time. So I'm going to be looking into getting that. And we'll grab this token off because we've cleared that, and we'll pause here and we'll run a few more missions, because I wanted to have some combat going, and I honestly anticipated having combat going already, like a couple of cards ago. I cannot believe that it hit just perfectly to fill the ocean without flipping any of these hidden ships. That is crazy. But the key thing is when we start flipping the ships, they start incurring a -1 modifier for each ship that's in that ocean when you're trying to do certain things. Not everything, but certain things. So we definitely want to try to keep the revealed ships to a minimum. The hidden ships don't bother us too much, but the revealed ones can be a huge problem. But like I said, we'll go ahead and pause here. And just, again, I've been saying it all along. If you don't have Nemos War and you are at all into solitaire games, 100% recommend, just across the board. Gameplay, fun, the components, everything, just the amount of game that is in the box, just the base box itself, without getting into the expansions, which I definitely recommend the expansions. There's just so much here. It is just such a fun game, and it's a lot. It is fairly different from those other games that, while fun, like Silent Victory is one of my all-time favorite games, but you almost play that game and watch it kind of play itself out in front of you. Now, you make some choices, but you don't have as many choices to make. And in this one, it's all about making your choices. What resources you risk, what ocean you're going to go to. Do you want to attack ships, or do you want to gain treasure tokens? What's your goal? Like, your motive makes a huge difference just based on what you're going to be doing going around. If you're doing piracy, you're definitely going to gun down the enemy ships as hard as you can. If you're doing something like Explorer, you want to kind of spread yourself out a little bit and get a little bit of everything so you can get all those points. It's just one of the coolest solitaire games that I've ever played, and you can just tell it's a labor of love, really well thought out, and how thematic it is and how well it plays. All right, but like I said, we'll stop here, and I'm definitely going to run at least another video or two on this while I'm still finishing up painting a few more components for Core Space Firstborn. But those will be done soon, but that'll give me enough time to do at least a video or two more on Nemos War, which again is excellent. All right, you guys take care. I will see you in the next one.